Welcome to this tutorial where we'll take you through an exciting journey of creating editable flowcharts with Python. If you're a developer, data scientist, or even just someone interested in visualizing processes, this video is for you. We'll be using Streamlit to build an intuitive user interface, Python for generating the logic, and the power of Google Gemini to handle intelligent prompts. By the end of this video, you'll be able to create, edit, and visualize flowcharts for any scenario, all with a few lines of code. Flowcharts are an essential tool for visualizing algorithms, processes, or workflows. Imagine being able to generate these flowcharts dynamically just by describing what you need. That's exactly what we'll be achieving today. Whether you're working on complex logic or just want a visual representation of your code, this project will empower you to bring those ideas to life. Let's dive right into the practical part of this tutorial. We'll start by generating a simple flowchart based on a prompt. First, we'll begin by opening our Streamlit app, where you can input your prompt. The prompt we'll use today is flowchart for checking if a number is even or odd in Python. Once you enter this prompt, our application will automatically interpret the request, and using the magic of Python and Google Gemini, it will generate the corresponding flowchart. As we run the Streamlit application, you'll see a simple interface with a text input field. This is where you'll enter your prompt. Input the prompt. We'll type in flowchart for checking if a number is even or odd in Python, and hit enter. Behind the scenes, Python will process this prompt and send it to Google Gemini, which understands the requirements and logic needed to generate the flowchart. Within seconds, you'll see the flowchart appear on the screen. The chart visually represents the decision-making process of checking if a number is even or odd. Step-by-step code walkthrough. This Python script is designed to create an interactive web application using Streamlit that generates a flowchart from a text prompt using Google Generative AI, Gemini model, and converts the generated mermaid code into a visual flowchart. Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Importing necessary libraries Streamlit. A framework for creating interactive web applications. Google.Generative AI. The Google Generative AI Python client library. OS used for interacting with the operating system, specifically for accessing environment variables. .env. Loads environment variables from a .env file. PIL, Python Imaging Library, used for opening, manipulating, and saving images. Subprocess, used to run system commands, in this case, the Mermaid CLI to generate flowcharts. Step 2. Loading environment variables. Load.env. Loads environment variables from a .env file into the environment. This is essential for securely managing API keys and other sensitive information. Step 3. Configuring the Google Generative AI API GenAI configure. Configures the Google Generative AI client with your API key, which is stored in an environment variable called Google API key. Step 4. Defining the prompt template prompt. A predefined instruction that guides the AI model to generate mermaid code. This includes examples of how the flowchart should be formatted. Step 5. Generating the AI response. Get Gemini response. A function that sends a prompt containing instructions and a question, user's text input, to the Gemini model and returns the generated mermaid code. Step 6. Cleaning the generated code. Remove awkward triple backticks. A utility function that removes markdown formatting, triple backticks, from the generated mermaid code, if present. Step 7. Generating the flowchart image. MMDC path. The path to the Mermaid CLI executable. mmdc.cmd on Windows. This CLI is used to convert mermaid code into images. Generate as image. Saves the mermaid code to a .mmd file. Runs the Mermaid CLI to convert the .nmd file into a PNG image. Opens and returns the generated image using PIL. Step 8. Creating the Streamlit app. The main function of the Streamlit app. How it works. The user enters a text prompt describing the flowchart. The app sends this prompt to the Google Generative AI Gemini model for processing. The AI model returns Mermaid code, which is cleaned up and saved as a DemMD file. The Mermaid CLI converts this code into a PNG image. The image is displayed in the Streamlit app for the user to view and download. This script allows users to generate flowcharts automatically from text prompts, simplifying the creation of visual diagrams. Now I will show you how to run this code and edit the flowcharts. We need to open Command Prompt and run the Streamlit app. We can enter the prompt. Let's try. Create a flowchart for creating a user story in Jira. It will create a flowchart. Now we need to copy the Mermaid code NAD, open a new tab with draw.io. Here we can create a new diagram and then blank diagram. After that, insert option and advance option, and we can replace the Mermaid code. This will import the flowchart which is created by our code. This is editable and we can edit and use accordingly. Another example to create a flowchart for making a tea. Here you can see flowcharts create for the same. Thank you all for watching this. Please subscribe the channel to get notification of new projects videos.